At the conclusion of the 27th season of The Voice, which aired this week, viewers all over the world were glued to their televisions, eagerly anticipating the announcement of the winner of the coveted trophy. Michael Bublé, John Legend, Kelsey Ballerini, and Adam Levine stood side by side, each representing a team that had fought tooth and nail to reach this moment. The stage shimmered with golden lights, the audience shouted, and the four coaches stood side by side. A resounding gasp could be heard across the studio, as well as on social media immediately following Carson Daly's announcement of the winner, once the confetti had finally fallen back down. The Bublé team had pulled it off. A crooner from Vancouver who is well known for his charisma, quick wit, and timeless voice had mentored his very first champion of The Voice, and he had been successful in doing so. However, as is the case with each new season, the responses came in a hurry and were loud. Some people were overjoyed, others were divided, and many others had a lot to say about how everything turned out. A resounding victory for the Bublé team. It was Michael Bublé's first full season as a coach, and from the moment he sat down in his trademark red chair, supporters knew he was going to bring something unique to the table. This season occurred during the season in question. Because of his sophisticated and gentlemanly sense of humor and his profound passion for performance, he rapidly became the class act of the program. He was a mentor who appreciated not just voice perfection, but also storytelling and emotion. Bublé's musical sensibilities were perfectly mirrored by his winning artist, Adam David, who is a soulful vocalist from Kansas City who has a background in jazz and gospel. Adam captivated listeners with his buttery vocals and seamless charisma for the entirety of the competition. He frequently delivered performances that critics referred to as Grammy-ready. A strong version of feeling good was the kind of moment that reminded everyone why The Voice continues to be one of the most beloved music competitions on television. Their final duet was a beautiful rendition of the song. As soon as they had completed their performance, the audience showered them with a standing ovation before the confetti had even begun to fall. Michael believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Adam remarked with tears in his eyes when he was announced as the monarch. Not only did he coach me, but he also reminded me of the reasons I sing. The social media is ablaze. Both hashtag Team Bublé and hashtag The Voice Finale became popular on social media within minutes of the conclusion of the show. The win of Bublé was celebrated by fans through the posting of videos, memes, and heartfelt tributes. Within the first season of Michael Bublé's career, he has already won. Class, charisma, and coaching genius are all terms that we use to describe this. Throughout the entire season, Adam David was unparalleled. That tone, that control, and that heart of his. Nobody deserved it more than him. You've done it, Team Bublé. On the other hand, others did not concur. There were those fans who believed that Sierra Torres, the powerful singer for Team Legend, should have been the one to win the crown instead. Sierra delivered the most impressive vocal performance of the afternoon. And so on. Despite the fact that Adam was wonderful, this seemed more like a popularity triumph. A number of individuals felt that Ellie Grace, the country pop finalist chosen by Kelsey Ballerini, was the people's choice and would have been victorious if the voting had been renewed for another day. Every single one of Ellie Grace's performances brought tears to my eyes. America, what exactly took place? The gentleman coach, Michael Bublé, is known as. Even though there was a range of opinions regarding the outcomes, it is impossible to dispute that Michael Bublé left an indelible mark as a first-time coach. His method of mentoring, which consisted of equal parts gentle encouragement and professional accuracy, was successful in bringing out the best in his fellow competitors. The way he treated rehearsals like a true musician, putting an emphasis on phrasing, breathing, and emotional connection, was absolutely adored by his audience. Instead of yelling advice at his contestants, he frequently sang with them, which resulted in the creation of lovely moments within the studio. During the conclusion of the show, John Legend used the phrase, "Michael is a musician's musician." He is not only concerned with the performance, he is concerned with the soul, which is why his squad is so successful. Those who admired him were not limited to the contestants alone. Following the release of multiple videos that showed Bublé reassuring anxious singers backstage and cheering for the performances of other teams as a brilliant coach has only grown stronger, despite the fact that he did not win the trophy this time around. Sierra Torres, who was one of his finalists, gave a rendition of "I'll Always Love You" that was among the most emotionally charged performances of the season. The patience and constancy that legend shown earned him plaudits from both fans and critics. One of the bloggers for Voice noted that John exemplifies grace even when he is under intense strain. Although he is not very showy, he is consistent, and this is the reason why his performers continue to go to the finals. After the conclusion of the show, Legend expressed his congratulations to Bublé in a heartfelt Instagram post, writing, "Brother, you have definitely earned this one. It has been such a pleasure to accompany you on both the stage and the travel. Let's raise a glass to Team Bublé and the great season of The Voice." A profoundly emotional response from Kelsey Ballerini. In the case of Kelsey Ballerini, the country music superstar responded to the results with the same grace and humor that she always does. Following the announcement that Ellie Grace had finished in third place, Kelsey shared a behind-the-scenes selfie with her finalist, with the caption, "Not a single tear, only pride. Over the course of a week, this girl caused my heart to burst." Kelsey's team for all time. Fans were impressed by Kelsey's capacity to establish an emotional connection with her team. In addition to being a coach, she had the feeling of being a big sister. There are many people who feel that she will return even more powerful the next season. A supporter said that Kelsey is the voice of the future for The Voice. "She is genuine, she is hilarious, and she is concerned. I would try out just to give her a hug." The remarkable comeback of Adam Levine. And then there was Adam Levine, the original voice of The Voice, who made his triumphant comeback this season after being absent for a number of years. The broadcast was filled with a sense of nostalgia as a result of his return, and even though his team did not advance to the final round, the clever banter that he exchanged with the other coaches was pure television gold. Watching his playful competition with Bublé, which felt like watching two siblings dispute over a guitar solo, was a favorite activity for audience members. Adam's sarcasm combined with Bublé's charisma is the most impressive coach dynamic we've seen in years. Following the conclusion of the competition, Levine posted a picture on Instagram that showed the four coaches backstage, along with the caption, "Season 27 is a wild, strange, and fantastic season. Best wishes to my friend Bublé, who was able to bring it home. I'm coming for you in the following season." An eventful season to recall. It is not just the strong vocalists that competed in the 27th season of The Voice that will be remembered, but also the camaraderie that existed between the coaches. Those who attended the concert referred to the lineup as the ideal combination of harmony, humor, and heart. It seemed as though The Voice had recovered its charm, with Bublé's old-school sophistication, Kelsey's youthful authenticity, John Legend's warmth, and Adam Levine's rock star edge all contributing to the feeling. "This season felt like The Voice was back in its golden era," remarked a viewer who had been watching the show for a long time. "Every coach brought something genuine, and every artist had the experience of being seen." In light of the fact that Team Bublé was awarded the trophy and the audience has already begun to speculate about Season 28, it is abundantly evident that The Voice continues to possess the ability to move, surprise, and generate intense debate in a manner that is unparalleled by any other television show. During the moment when the lights were turned down and the coaches were hugging each other, Michael Bublé turned to his team and smiled while tears were in his eyes. He stated, "Winning is beautiful, but watching someone find their voice, that's what this show is all about." He could not have articulated it better. Not only did Season 27 conclude with a celebration, but it also concluded with a song, which is precisely how The Voice ought to end.